Hi guys, I hope you good since last video. So here we're gonna see how to use a local LLM to build an application very quick. And this application here is gonna be using LMStudio. So we're going to download LMStudio. And we're gonna use FreeCAD to draw. We're gonna use just one example of drawing. So for the people who know FreeCAD or expert in it, you can maybe do advanced modelizations, but myself I don't really know it, so I'm doing this just to challenge myself, and at the same time to show that with a local LLM you can have something done, but we will need to use iteration process, so to do it several times until we find the good prompt. So here I'm going to download the FreeCAD. So we download LLMstudio, we download FreeCAD, we got it. I'm just going to explain you the architecture. Let's draw very quickly. Here we are. So on the right side we're going to have our LMStudio server with the LLM inside, so it's in your local computer. The server option is on, so we can use the URL to make API calls to the LLM. So there's a Python application which is going to call the LLM, write responses to FreeCAD macro script. So there's a FreeCAD macro script at a certain path which FreeCAD can pick up. And on the left side you have the FreeCAD server where you can just execute this macro. And this macro is written in Python and is going to be drawing a square. We're going to do a 3D square. I'm going to try this like a cube. Okay. So you see the architecture here. It's all about building a little application in between. So you can do this for some other different things. So I'll let you just like and subscribe for this time, and after we're gonna start. Let's go here in our terminal, and we're gonna make the app images executable. So let's do them together. Sudo chmod LMStudio image on the other one. This is done. It's executable. So what I've done, I've tried to execute it straight away. It didn't work, but I got this prompt telling me I can run it with app image extract. So it's going to be a bit messy, but I'm going to use this option to unpack those app images and just find the executable inside. So this one is done. I can open maybe another terminal. Yes. And in parallel, let's do the other one. So same here, I get the same message, as you can see. I'm just going to unpack it, so I don't need to install anything. Okay. So here we go. LMStudio. We got it, so we can go into the folder and find the executable. Where is it? So it's going to be a bit messy because both are going to be in the same folder. You see? Okay, so it's better like that. App run and LMStudio. Okay, so we got the two executables. So let's launch the FreeCAD server. So /operand. That's good. So FreeCAD, it's starting. And at the same time, so this is FreeCAD. Let's go here and launch LMStudio server. So the application is launched. We close. That's the latest version. And now we're going to download the LLM model. I'm just going to choose Mistral. Mistral, maybe something not very heavy. And let's see. So let's download this one here, because I can see there's a lot of downloads here, 30,000. And we just choose this one. Okay, so I'm going to fast forward the downloading process. It's going to take a while. FreeCAD, we activate Python console. So you go into the view option, panel, and here you activate the Python console. Macro, and this is where we're going to find our script. You see this path? That's where we're going to write our script. I'm just showing here very quickly. And after here, you can see you have this page where you can write it directly also if you want, but make sure that report view is activated also, so you can get the logs. So let's test first with ChatGPT script. So I'm just going to get a script made by ChatGPT, and I'm going to first test FreeCAD. So we just made some assumptions. Now we're going to see if it is true. If it is true, we will be able to make the application in between and write to this path. As you can see, it's .local /share /FreeCAD /macro. And inside I'm going to create a file called test script.py. I'm going to put the script that I got from ChatGPT. And where was it? Macro. We're going to go in the option macro. Here you can see the script is here, and we just execute. And we see what's going to happen. So you see here in the logs, I got an error. So that's why report view is important to activate. So I'm just going to put the other script. So I asked ChatGPT, why did I get this error? It just modified the script. He gave me that one. So let's activate this script, because he didn't put the document, because you need to open a document before creating anything. So you see here this kind of document. Let me close this. Macro, script, execute. And you see here, you got this cube. So the macro option, this assumption works. You can have a script and draw using the macro, using a Python script, and the path is the right path. I'm just going to boost the VM to 12 processes on 8 GB memory, because it has been a bit slow, and I need this tutorial to be smoothly executed, especially that we are going to prompt the LLM, so we want the responses to be active and quick. We install OpenAI and pip. That's the installations that I need to do. So pip3pip. It's a new VM, so that's why I need to install all those stuff. I didn't even update the packages, so I'm gonna do it after. So it's gonna be quick. Don't need to fast forward this. As now we have a nice VM. Unpacking. It's good. So we got pip installed. Let's clear this and just update those packages very quick. Let's install this one, OpenAI. So we don't need any OpenAI keys, but that's how the script of LMStudio works. So testing using chat feature to see LLM capabilities. So we have done the test with the macro. We know that it works, but let's see what this model is able to produce in terms of script. And we're going to try it also. So we're trying one side and the other. So you see the prompting the LLM, we got the response coming pretty quickly. So this is good, it's very smooth. That's what we want. So here it's suggesting us to put this into the Python console that we have activated. But we're going to use the macro because there's two different ways in FreeCAD to execute Python scripts. Is using the console, Python console, or using a macro. I believe the macro is better because you can create several files like that. So this is the little script. I'll be explaining the script later on because it's going to evolve. So this is not the final script. When I say script, just see it has the middle application that make the connection between LMStudio with the LLM and FreeCAD. So I have two prompts here. Those prompts also are going to evolve a little bit. But I'm not going to use the script for the moment. I'm just going to go again into the test script. So here we can comment this. We can put the script given by the LLM Mistral 7B that we have installed and see if it can draw anything. So let's go back to the macro, execute the script again. Okay, so we got an error. Box, okay. So the LLM made an error. Maybe it depends on the version of FreeCAD that you have. So I might need later on to tell it to just provide the version in the prompt. So I'm just going to prompt it naturally, as you would do, and see if it can successfully produce an executable script that is going to be drawing this 3D cube. We wait a few seconds for the answer to come. Here we go. We got it. Okay. So we got the new script coming. So here I'm doing this, not being an expert of FreeCAD. I don't know much about it, but I can just show you the thought process and how you can do to, and you can just translate this kind of process to any other application that you want to run locally, but in an automated way, using a local LLM and using just natural language processing, just prompting. Go ahead, good. So let's copy this. And we'll repeat the process. Let's get rid of this. And paste. Save. And we go. This was the documentation of FreeCAD. And here we go to the macro. Let's close this. Let's create a new document like that and launch the macro. Execute. We got an error again. So it's an iterative process. We need to do it again. Later on, I'll be fast forwarding all the iterative processes. I mean, all the times that I had to adjust. But here I want you to see how it goes with testing. You need to test a lot, so you know how to prompt the LLM. Because it depends how performant it is. Here we have the 7B version, so we might need to be prompting it a little bit more. As you can see here, it has proposed a solution, but it didn't apply the solution. So part box, but it has kept a part feature. So that's why it's not working. Has no attribute make box. So that's what it says here. Has no attribute make box. So on the top left you can see the RAM and the CPU. So they've changed a little bit the web UI. It's a little bit more advanced. So we got this answer. It seems like you encountered an error because the make box function is not available in FreeCAD 0.19. Here's a workaround that should help. Just checking the console very quickly. So that's the FreeCAD console. No, this one is the FreeCAD. We got the errors here. So that was the the LMStudio. So this is the version. That's what I wanted to get, because we might need to precise the version, say which version we're using. So this is how I'm going to improve here the prompt for the application that we're going to use later on. So you see, just using the web UI, I know that I need to improve the prompt. So I'm going to tell it the version straight away, as I believe that this is very important, because the version might have different variables. Let's take this script. It might work. I prompted it, but I believe that if it has applied the changes as stated, it should be okay. Documentation here, and here we go back to the macro. We open a new document. I'll just put this title, so you know that this attempt will be the right one. And here we got our cube, as you can see. So this is just one face, but you can move it like that, or like that is better maybe to see it, to see that it's a cube. So this is better. It's a better view. Okay, so we got our cube. Let's enter this. So the LLM is able to do that. That's good. So here I'm adjusting the prompt. So this is the part I'm gonna fast forward in an iterative way. I'm adjusting the application also at the same time. Really quick. Okay, so we're back in. So this is the name of the script, kubescript.py, and we just launched the script, Python 3, kubescript.py. So the script is going to go to LMStudio using the endpoint. So remember the architecture that I showed you at the beginning. And after it's going to prompt the LLM, get the answer, pass the answer, and after write to the macro. After we still need to do the manual process of executing the macro. So you can see here, that's the prompt. That's the answer to the prompt. So the tokens are just building up the answer. I'm not going to fast forward this part, so I want you to just be able to judge how long it takes from the script execution to the macro. Still writing. Wait a bit. So here we can see the CPU and the RAM usage. I believe that with 16 gigabytes, RAM. If you have that, you can run it very smoothly. The 7 billion parameters. If it is more, you might need to go in the cloud to get a stronger computer, more powerful. So bear with me, we wait a few seconds. Here we go, the process is done. We got the answer. This is the printing. I've just printed the script so you can see what it has produced. It's a bit repetitive. So let's execute. We got an error. Let's adjust the script, and we got the success at the end. I'm just going to put box instead of cube everywhere, because now I know that it should be box and not cube for this version. And I'm changing the names also, because it had provided the same name for all of those. So I hope that we can see at least one. Yes, we can see at least one cube. Good. So this is just to show that it's possible to have a local LLM to build a little application in between, and to be able to draw in the FreeCAD. So you can do that. So let's see the details of the Python app script. It's a very minimal script. You can make it better to handle errors and so on, or to have a user input instead of having the prompt directly into the script, so you can change the prompt every time. Okay. So we start with importing OpenAI. Just gonna do this here. Okay, so this is the script that we have. It's a 28 line long, little bit less, 23. So we import OpenAI. After that, we use the URL. So here, import. After we create the point to the local server. You see here, this is the server. And that's part of the script that is already given by LMStudio. But you can modify it a bit. You create the client. This is the endpoint. But here I put localhost because I did everything in one VM. But let's say you have this in another server. You can just get the IP address of that server. And instead of putting a localhost, you're going to put in the script, in your application, the IP address of that server. And you make sure that the port that you have indicated is open. So here it's 1234, but you can change it. Here you can see, so you can write another port, but you have to make sure that there's no firewall blocking, and there's no need of API keys. Even if you need the variable, you don't need the API keys. And here we use the chat completion. There's no model needed here, because the model you're going to load it into here on the top, LMStudio. You see, you download it and it's going to be loaded into the software. And for the messages, there's two roles. There's the system role and there's the user role. The system role, here I said, just provide the Python script commented with explanation and no wrapping text. Just the script is needed. Put the whole Python script part between triple quotes. And after I just put how I want it, Python, like in Markdown syntax. And after for the role of user, this is the optimized prompt. Was almost like the beginning, at the beginning, like the same prompt. Provide me with a Python script to draw a 3D cube on FreeCAD version, and I put the version number. Okay. After that, we have the temperature. So let me check this. Just want to show you where those two prompts, you can find them in the terminal. Let's go quickly at the top of this block. So you can see where the system and the user prompt end out to be. This is just here. Just provide me with the script wrapping the whole triple quotes, markdown syntax. And after we have the other one, which is provide me with a Python script to draw a 3D cube on FreeCAD. That's good. So we've seen the console where it is. Let's go back to the script. So after the next parameter, the temperature, I put 0.8, but the default is 0.7. That's the default. Okay. The next, I'm just going to put it on the top like that. I'll be posting this script on the community tab. Okay. Here we're just going to pass the answer. Choice 0. We get the message, the content of the message. We get rid of the triple quotes. They're not normal triple quotes. They're the one backward ones. I don't know how to call those. And after we get rid of Python, because it's written Python at the beginning. And we get rid of any leading space. Because after Python there might be a little space. Okay. So get rid of leading space. So that's why I added the last one, if any. Otherwise, what I could have done is just put here a space. So I'll get rid of Python plus the space that I believe is going to be there, and just leave it like that. But no, I did it this way. That's good. Let's put it back how it was. Put the comment on top. After I print the response to the terminal and the comments, here I just put comments on the top of the script. Script coming from LMStudio query from Python app. This will update the page every time and automatically get the FreeCAD notified of change. and ask user on FreeCAD if a user wants to reload modified macro, if he wants to reload it. So normally it should ask automatically, but I didn't get it to ask me. But I've read that in different forums. Check if there is an active document and create one if there is not. Okay, just gonna go in, and that's the comment that you see at the top. And here I just add this if statement also in order to create the document. Here it has created the document, but in the iteration process I've seen several times where the LLM missed this step. So if there's no document created, you won't be able to see the cube. Okay, so that comment is in a list, and after here the macro file, I just give the path. You see local share FreeCAD macro, and I call it FreeCAD cube macro.py. And after I'm just going to open the file, write to it. So write the comments which are in the list, and write the response. So here I join. So every single part. So every comma is going to be replaced by return to the next line. /n, I mean backward /n. Yeah, so that's how we can change this comment. And after you write also the response using write lines. Just show you here. You see that's the response. Index, you see choices that we had. That's how we passed it. Index, we wanted the 0 index because it's a list. Message, content. So here, choice 0 is a list, message, content. And after we do the strip process to get rid of the... There's also a curl command that you can use maybe to get answers about any issues that you get, any troubleshoot actually. So curl command to use in terminal if the code has errors on the FreeCAD view, report view, I think, error log window. So the one that we have activated, which is called the report view, that's where you get the logs of the different errors, and you can prompt the LLM. So you can talk to your local LLM and get the troubleshooting done. Better use ChatGPT, free version for the troubleshooting. Will be quicker, I believe. Unless you have a very powerful computer and you can get bigger models which are more performant than the 7 billion parameters as the one I'm using here. Or you find a good model on Hugging Face specialized in troubleshooting or better in coding. So there's a lot of improvement that can be done here. So improvement could be to have another server just designed for the troubleshooting. So you'll be able to prompt it, or put even in your script if you can get that view, that error window logs, if you can get those, and just use those on the fly to prompt another LLM. The other LLM giving you the answer. And after you using straight away that answer into a new macro. So it can be a process like that. But here I just write our other solution just dedicated to troubleshooting of errors reported from FreeCAD log error window, so that you can use another model which is a specialist for that. Okay, so this was a quick video just to show you the possibilities when you're having a local LLM. So I hope that you liked this video. I suggest you also to like and subscribe. And enjoy. Alright. See you next time.